What's up, guys? It's your boy Shirtless Vegan here, and today we're going to be talking about why you should let go. Now, letting go is probably one of the hardest things you're going to be experiencing when you're going through your spiritual awakening. The reason why is because you don't necessarily understand what's going on in your life. And to simplify what letting go means, it simply means to let go of things that aren't serving you. Now, letting go channels throughout all spiritual dimensions, third, fourth, and fifth. And the further you ascend in each spiritual dimension, the harder letting go becomes, and the more distant or disconnected you'll feel in this matrix. Now, for my third and fourth dimensional beings, understand that you aren't supposed to feel depressed and stressed when you're having your spiritual awakening. The reason why you do is because you're around, or you've been taught by this matrix that you are free, where the truth is you aren't free, you aren't liberated. You know, they have you coked out with all of these low vibrating foods, and they make you depressed, stressed out. They're giving you these chemicals that you shouldn't have in your body from eating these different foods. But when it comes towards letting go for the third and fourth dimension, understand that you have to let go of the materialistic things that this matrix deems happiness. You have to let go of any item that was deemed to have value but doesn't have any value at all. Understand that love was manipulated in this matrix. In psychology, there's a short-term happiness and long-term happiness. Short-term happiness usually involves materialistic things. Long-term happiness starts with loving yourself. And like I say in some of my videos, the universe only understands numbers and frequencies. It's going to match you with the frequency that you lie in. But it's going to get you there. But you have to be aware of what the message the universe is trying to give you. I have a video on how to recognize certain messages in each dimension, of course. Understand that letting go doesn't mean you're losing part of yourself. It's the complete opposite. Letting go means you're trying to connect with yourself. To let go, you're simply recognizing what insecurities or what things that aren't serving you, and understanding why they aren't serving you and moving past it. Understand, when you are having a spiritual awakening, you are supposed to be connected more than you know. To let go doesn't make you disconnected. Let that sink in. You're supposed to be connected when you're having a spiritual awakening. As you ascend higher into the fourth dimension, letting go becomes a lot harder, because now you have things that have been a part of your life. It's practically became you, such as eating food or being around certain friends or history, the way of life. These things are attached to you. And the reason why it's harder to let go of these things, because you won't be able to process that these things have been a lie throughout your entire life. Religion would be another one, or structured religion. The reason why it is a lot harder to let go of these certain things, because you wouldn't necessarily know where to begin when it comes towards letting these things go. when it came to my journey going through the fourth dimension, letting go food was the hardest thing for me. Mind you, I started my spiritual journey in 2017. I didn't officially become a vegan until 2020, the end of 2020. And towards the end of 2020 is when I ascended to the fifth dimension. And trust me, it gets a lot harder, and I'm gonna tell you in a second. My hardest thing was letting go of food, because you are surrounded. In this matrix, you are surrounded by meat. There's no stories on how to, or not stories, let's say there's no teachings on how to be a proper vegan or how to be a proper plant-based. You know, it's so much easier to go to a store and get a burger and some chips and fries that's loaded with sodium or cheese, opposed to going somewhere where you can get something healthy. Also understand that in this matrix, it's a lot cheaper to be unhealthy than it is to be healthy. Let that sink in. When you are in the fourth dimension and you have these tendencies of feeling disconnected, recognize it. This is the process of letting go, to recognize why you feel disconnected. What's making you feel disconnected? Is it a cousin? Is it a best friend that you've known for 10 years? Is it your mom? Is it your dad? Recognize what is making you feel disconnected and deal with it. Once you deal with it, then you will be able to let go. Now, understand that letting go, especially when it comes towards other human spirits, it doesn't mean cut them off. That's not the message I'm trying to portray here. It means to recognize that you are ascending and they may be falling behind, but you have to forgive them and understand them and let go of the situation. Don't allow people to drain your energy. Don't allow people's differences drain your energy. You will never allow that energy, you don't allow that attachment to not allow you to become a higher version of yourself. For my people that are ascending in the fifth dimension, my people, me, you are going to have the biggest challenge of leaving the matrix. See, now, when the universe is going to prepare you to leave certain things bit by bit, third, fourth dimension, certain things that lies within the matrix. But when you get into the fifth dimension, your goal is to leave the matrix. And it's the hardest thing because you live within the matrix for however old you are. And they don't want you to leave the matrix. They want you to be caught up. They want you to be hypnotized into social media, into foods, into COVID, into whatever. They want your soul. They want you to stay at a low vibrating energy. They want to keep you ignorant. When you are trying to let go in the fifth dimension, trying to leave the matrix, you have to put your faith in the universe completely. Understand that you have to put your faith in the universe. No matter how things seem, put your faith in the universe. Now, why is this hard? The reason why this is hard is because what you're seeing opposed what is prepared for you is blind. Although you can be highly spiritual, you can have a high frequency, what you're seeing opposed to what you're trying to manifest, it's hard to comprehend. I'll give you an example. If you quit your job and you need to pay rent every month, but you want to leave this matrix and start your true life's purpose. And you're losing it financially. You don't know where to be. You start to lose your faith in the universe. And that is the prime example of letting go of the matrix. Understand this matrix isn't serving you. This matrix is going to try to keep grabbing you. Oh, yes, feel that depression, feel that stress. Want more of us, want more of my money. They're just going to keep bringing you in.
What would you like to do with money when I want you?
It is very, very, very important to let go, or you're going to continue the cycle. You're going to become more depressed, more stressed out, more worried. You know, stress, depression, worry, and trying are the exact opposite of Zen. Now, there's no exact definition of what Zen is, but Zen, if I was to put Zen into a description, is flow, is enlightenment, is meditation, it's a lot of things. I like to call it flow, because you're not worrying, you're not trying, you're going with the flow. The moment you worry, the moment you try, you are going against Zen. And by the end of this video, once you start trying to let go, understand that you are going against the opposite of Zen. Just go with it. Don't try to let go. Recognize to let go. Deal with it. You guys are amazing. You are wonderful. Ooh, my pencil movement. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe. And see you next video. Peace.